Greetings and welcome to the Sports Card Ripping Teacher. I'm sure you know by now, but the Notre Dame community, and I think really college football, just people in general, are sad about the passing of Lou Holtz. That's right. He's been in hospice for probably about a month now, a little bit more, so we knew this day was going to come, but it does not make it any easier. And I went through last night, early this morning, just looking at a lot of the videos on YouTube, ones I've seen before, his classic speeches, things he said on ESPN, talking at pep rallies, talking about USC, Miami, but also his game day messages to his players. And one I really chuckled at again was when he was recruiting Tony Rice, who helped Notre Dame win the national championship. He went to Tony's house, talked with his mom, talked with Tony, but the person you had to convince most in the house was Tony's grandmother. And Lou Holtz did the old cut the rope trick and put it back together in front of the grandmother and did some talking about how to take care of your son and all those things. And when Lou left, Tony's grandmother said, "I don't know who that little man is, but you're going to follow him wherever he goes." And the rest is definitely history. All right, class is in session. Today is Thursday, March 5th, 2026, lesson 127. Today does go out to Lou Holtz, and so many times he talked about the spirit of Notre Dame. And those that love Notre Dame, no explanation is necessary. Those that don't, no explanation will ever do. But yes, Lou Holtz in the spirit of Notre Dame. In 2023, Caitlin Clark scored 30 points, 17 assists, and 10 rebounds in the Big Ten championship game. And they blew the doors off of Ohio State, 105-72. And in 1993, my main man, Kyle Schwarber, was born. One of my still favorite baseball players of all time. Now, today's a mail day from the Commenting Collector, and I'm still going to do that because just crazy how these things work out. There's a Notre Dame pack in here, so that mail day does go on. It's also crazy how yesterday was Newt Rockne's birthday, and Lou Holtz passes on his birthday, so he was waiting there for him when he got those pearly gates there. So wins, Losses, and Lessons, one of my favorite books of all time, period. And I think I'm going to read it again. I've been reading, doing a good job reading so far this year. But I think this one's going to be next. I got a Harry Carey book I'm finishing up, almost done. So this one's going to be next on deck. I'm going to read it again for probably the fourth or fifth time, I think. But Lou always said there was 4 things you have to have in life. And those 4 things are: first, you have to have something to do. Second, the second thing is you have to have someone to love. Third, you have to have something to believe in. And finally, you have to have something to look forward to. And he said they're pretty simple things, but said life is simple. Don't start complicating it. And one last thing here, I was kind of flipping through the book today, and there was a little bit here that talks about how Lou wants to be remembered. And I think it's just so fitting today. "I don't think about the wins and losses these days, so I hope no one remembers them when they think of me after I'm gone. I want the great games to be remembered for the players who played in them, not for the short, skinny man who paced the sidelines. I don't want to be known for the success I had as a coach or a public speaker, because success dies. Significance, helping others to be better their lives throughout the word and deed, lasts forever. The only thing I hope is that when I die, someone says that Lou Holtz was significant to a lot of people. It is the best thing that can be said of a person. I hope it's said of me." And then just seeing the messages his former players have written the past month as they went to go and visit him. And then after his passing, "Coach, I definitely know your life was significant. I have a lot of good memories of watching Notre Dame games Saturday mornings. My dad had to work with my grandmother, saying her rosary and cheering on the Irish. She loved Lou Holtz." Let's now see what's in this pack from Robert. Well, to be honest, that was a little hard to get through. So here we are, joined by a couple Lou Holtz cards. Also to hear Marcus Freeman just talk about how much he cherished the time he was able to spend with Lou Holtz. He was like, anytime Lou wanted to get together or he knew where he was, he said he had to make the time just to be with him. And for Mr. 95 Cents the other day, we did get a couple cards in the mail that were from the Notre Dame set. These are from the subset of the Glory Days. So right here, the stage was set perfectly at the 1989 Fiesta Bowl as a pair of 11-0 undefeated teams squared off for the national championship. Notre Dame grabbed a 23-6 halftime lead and didn't look back, defeating West Virginia 34-21 to claim the 8th national title in the program's history. I remember very well watching this game with my dad and my grandpa. My dad's dad when he was living with us. And here we go. There's touchdown Jesus right there. You know, it was not intended to look at touchdown Jesus, but when you're in the stadium facing at the Hesbro Library, that's what you see. And it does look like signifying a touchdown, that's for sure. Play like a champion. Researching Notre Dame history, Coach Lou Holtz saw a picture of the slogan, "Play like a champion today." The coach liked the sentiment and had the phrase painted on a sign and mounted on a wall in the Fighting Irish locker room. It soon became tradition for players to touch the sign before every practice. Now, this came from Robert. I was on his collector's chat, and I thought it was going to be funny. You know, like Robert's a collector of the unopened. I was going to leave his envelope and the package unopened, but I think today is just the day to get it opened. And I haven't even, all right, there we go. Got a nice little note on here. Pizza was the word right there. Also got signature right there as well. So that should go up on the stand. And Joe Montana, the one reason I wasn't going to keep it sealed is we got Joe Montana on the back. But today, not meant to be unopened. All right. What do we got here? Favorite schools trading card binder. I'm going to look up and see if we get a Notre Dame one. We got a little Pat Philly right there. Neil Warden. Look at those old school helmets right there. Monty Stickles. It's a name I do not know. Consensus All-American, of course. He finished 9th in the Heisman Trophy balloting during his senior year. Ted Gradle. Zach and Porter will love that one right there. The kicking team. Joe Theismann. Look at that ball security. We talked about ball security yesterday, taking care of the football. That was Joe Theismann right there. Put him up on the stand. Ah, there we go. We got Reggie. Looking good in that gold helmet. Tim Brown going against USC. That's a victory in the books right there. $12 total touchdowns, Notre Dame career, graduate, and there, of course, is Joe Montana. So, Coach Holtz, thank you for all the great memories. And for me, you know, Notre Dame means family. I love enjoying the Irish so much with my own family, and we can't wait to get back to South Bend this year. Class is dismissed.